In my last market update video, we saw a bumpy road to the housing market up to that point in 2023. But how did the year finish? It actually shocked me. Stick around to find out why. What's up, friends? I'm Matt Light, bringing you another market update to close out 2023. Here's how we're going to do this today. First, I'm going to give you the overall market numbers, how they relate to last year, along with what the current trends were to end the year. Then I'm going to tell you what I think we're going to see in 2024. It's going to shock you because I think we're going to see a huge false narrative and it's really going to come back to bite us. But we're going to get into that shortly. Obviously, it's no secret that the entire housing market across the country has gone crazy since COVID back in 2020. Can you believe it's actually been 4 years since that crazy time? Anyway, take a look at what our market did each year. In 2020, we saw the market go up 17%, and then in 2021, we saw it go up 21%, and then 2022, it went up 18%. And then here we were in 2023, and through the first 3 quarters of 2023, we only saw the market go up 5%. But after the final closings came in, the final 3 months, closing out the year, our market actually went up 12% in overall pricing. The median price for a single-family home in Sarasota County is currently $572,000, which was only a 4% increase from last year, and a condo is $500,000, which is a 32% increase from last year. So what I find to be most interesting is that single-family pricing isn't really jumping a ton. But let's take a little bit more of a deeper dive into each area. And if you want to follow along, click the link in the video description below and you can download my market update. It's in a PDF form, and that's where all of these PDF graphics that I'm using in this video are coming from. So let's first dive into the strongest market in Sarasota, which is the luxury market. Areas that would be considered luxury would be the islands and the Keys, west of the trail, and then also downtown Sarasota has a couple of luxury condo options as well. Single-family homes on the islands and Keys has jumped 27% year over year, and the median price today is $2.7 million for a home. West of the trail has jumped 27.9%, with the median price coming in at $1.5 million. And then finally, the downtown condo market has jumped 76%, with median pricing now at $1.2 million. So what areas in Sarasota has pricing not gone as crazy this year? I'm so glad you asked. We got east of I-75 condos, and they're only up 1% this year, so not really much of a change. Lakewood Ranch condos are only up 5% this year, and North Sarasota condos had a 10% jump. So overall, I would say that Sarasota currently has an extremely strong market. But the one concerning area that I find is that our inventory is up 43%. Now, I still think we have a long way to go until we get to a more balanced market, but we certainly are trending that way. So what does all of this mean for 2024? Well, essentially not really that much. 2024 is going to be its own separate animal, and that's mainly due because we're going into an election year, and buyers get really finicky during election years. People don't know what the future holds, who's going to be in office, what's going to happen with the future of our economy, and so on and so on. So there are a couple of factors that must be taken into consideration. Number one is inflation, interest rates, and then obviously the election. So how do all of these relate, and what does it mean for the housing market? It's no secret that we have some pretty bad inflation right now. I mean, it's crazy what my wife is paying for eggs at the grocery store. It's absolutely nuts. And this has caused, interest rates to jump up as well. See, when the government raises interest rates, it helps suck money out of the economy and then lower inflation. But what seems to have happened over this past year is that the Fed would raise interest rates and then the government, they would go ahead and they would print more money anyway. So I don't really know how much traction that we've actually gained on getting this inflation under control. So now let's move on to the election. Well, being an election year, both Republicans and Democrats are going to do whatever they can to earn or buy votes to stay in power. So I think you're going to see them lower interest rates during the second quarter this year, right as they go into more political debates, so the people in power can use it as a tool to say they have inflation under control and that the economy is back on track. But in my opinion, this is a false narrative. I don't think they have inflation issues under control. And what will happen if they lower rates? Well, housing prices, they're just going to go higher. So this may be great if you're a seller, But what will happen after they go up? Well, eventually we're gonna head into a recession due to the inflation that we continue to create. Now, a recession is defined as 2 bad quarters back to back. But what could this mean for you if you're a buyer? Well, if you decide to purchase real estate, you're purchasing a physical asset. Physical assets are one of the best ways to hedge against inflation. And if you're on the belief that the value of the dollar is gonna continue to fall, then you really may wanna put that money into real estate. See, God is not making any more land, so I think it's something you want to own, especially if you're in a financial situation to do so. Real estate markets, they are hyper local. So what's happening in your market is likely different than what we're seeing here in Sarasota. There is very likely going to be a small window of opportunity to really capitalize on these rate drops before the prices skyrocket even more. And if you think you may be in the market this next year, please reach out to me and my team, or better yet, fill out the questionnaire in the description below, answering a few simple questions on what your time frame could be to purchase. And myself or someone on my team is gonna reach out to you directly to help time things best so you can capitalize when the opportunity presents itself. I have some amazing videos coming out in the near future that you're not gonna wanna miss. One of them, I narrowed down 40 new construction communities to what I think the top 6 will be for 2024, and I tell you how much all-in pricing is going to be. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.